The Inspector General of Police, Usman Al-Khali Baba, has ordered the deployment of adequate security around schools, hospital, critical national infrastructure, as well as other parts in the country. In a statement, the IGP has also ordered regular patrols, stop and search raids, and show of force by tactical commanders to clamp down on pockets of crime and criminality in some parts of the Federation. He gave the directive while reviewing the reports received from various commands and formations on the general security situation across the country. Let's return to our studio in Borno State as the Commissioner for Police, Umar, joins us to explain the operations within the state and liberated communities. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much.
Now, what is the general opinion on the security situation in Borno State?
Well, thank you once again. The general security in Borno State, I can say, is very, very peaceful. The theater of operation is working assiduously very hard to ensure safety of lives and property. The military have been doing their best, and were able to have all those local government that were initially not secured. They are now properly secured, they have been liberated, and the policemen have taken over for the civil restoration of peace in those areas.
Now, the Inspector General of Police has ordered the deployment of watertight security arrangements to cover all schools, hospitals, health caregivers, and critical national infrastructure across the country. Now, can you tell us what is different from the previous arrangement in your command?
Well, the only difference is we have been gingered to go ahead with our initial programs of securing federal and state infrastructures. For instance, I think in the Borno State we have 1,350 primary schools, 443 secondary schools. We have a total of 671 hospitals, among other infrastructures that we cover. So it is just that the IGP has gingered us and has given us the mandate to go ahead and ensure that these properties are well squared, of which we have been doing so. As you can see, it's been quite a long time that there is no attack on schools, hospitals, facilities, or power infrastructures, and airports or the motor parks. So the area is well fortified and well secured.
So you're saying that before this new directive from the IGP, the schools, IDP camps, and other infrastructure were apparently safe?
That's what I was telling you. The IDP camps have been secured. And to tell you that most of the IDP camps in Borno State have been closed down, and the IDPs have been relocated to their ancestral homes because of the effort of the military and the police and other security in flushing out these terrorists, decimating them. And even though we are now battling with the remnant who are terribly hungry, and they resorted to criminalizing with a few of the locals who supplies them logistics in terms of fuel and food. However, most of the insurgents have surrendered. Over 70,000 have undergone process of radicalization, and some of them have gone back to their respective locations, and we are working alongside with them in their respective local government because they have been captured, and we monitor them very well.
Now, the commander, Operation Hadinka, which we featured just a few minutes ago, gave the police a pat on the back for a good interagency collaboration. So in the use of intelligence gathering network, especially for traditional local intelligence to locate criminals, how has this been effective in your part, especially in Borno State?
Well, I just have to thank the people of Borno State for agreeing with the security agencies. Initially, it wasn't like that. But this time around, they see the sincerity in the operation, both that of the military and the police. In the onset, it was just difficult for the locals to come around and tell you or give you an information. It's from the information we process and have our intelligence of which we were able to strike and achieve our aim. So honestly, the traditional rulers, the civilian JTF, the hunters, and other individuals have now succumbed, and they are agreeing with the security agencies, and they are giving us vital information which we process as an intelligence, and that is why we are having results. As such, I'm telling you possibly that is why we resorted to this non-kinetic approach, where the Boko Haram surrendered with their arms, and they are coming out in numbers.
Now let's look at the liberated communities. How safe are they? Are there enough officers still in those areas?
Well, we just have to thank Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, the president of the country, for giving the police the mandate to recruit 10,000 policemen every year. This has really augmented because we have trained 2 batches, and the last batch we have just about a month ago. We have trained them, and they have been deployed to respective local governments. So there's an increase in the strength of the Nigerian police. As such, it is just timely that we are having these insurgent and IDPs going back to their localities, and we are augmenting the number of policemen in those respective localities. As I'm telling you, we are now in the process of recruiting another 10,000. So it's going to be a continuous process, and I believe the number with time, we are going to meet up with the ratio of maybe 1 to 40 as the world standard, United Nations standard.
The Commissioner of Police in Borno State, Abdul Umar, a pleasure sharing your thoughts with us on the program.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much, viewers.